Hi, I'm Andrea Hagen. In my work, nothing gives me more pleasure than to walk beside someone as a catalyst for their vibrant whole life. As a catalyst for their shiniest self. Being present to others as they step into their shiniest self, experience vibrant health and success, nothing beats that. I help people experience what it means to honor and to revere themselves and their bodies so that they can make the right decisions and the best choices to live outrageously vibrant health and to be successful their whole lives. I help them give birth to the hero within in the middle of the madness that's today. The madness that has so many things pulling at us that we often don't take time to listen to what our bodies need, to make sure we have the nutrition that we need in order to be as healthy as possible. I've learned that to be truly open is to be vulnerable with the people that I work with, to share my experiences, the things I've gone through, and nothing gives me more joy than being able to help them with their journey through my experience. I am a passionate researcher. If there's an issue or something that I don't know about, I'll let you know, and I'll go and find out where there might be a resource for you.
I met Andrea, and she gave me pamphlets about how important it is for us to take care of our body by taking supplements. And that was more than that I thought. Probably vitamin D would be enough, but there are all different kinds of supplements that may be good for my body and giving me energy and better immune systems and boosting my energy and so on. And that gave me that really helped me to do things that I wanted to do. Okay, at work and in terms of having good sleep, better appetite, and as I having those, I was able to feel the confidence that I can do things more than I was not able to do in the past.
I really started to learn more about what's the difference between nutrition that you can buy at a supermarket as opposed to nutrition that you can buy from a representative who's trained to educate you about what it's all about. And that is where my health and my family's health, and I'm living much more vibrantly as a result of the nutrition that I'm getting from these supplements. And what really excites me is the science that's behind it, the science of cell communication. And again, I mentioned, and I've mentioned in the past, it takes 15 to 20 years before this new science gets into the doctor's office. Well, this new science is what these nutritional supplements have. It's the science of getting our cells to communicate with each other in a way that creates compounded benefit.
Before, I didn't know what was I lacking, so I didn't take much vitamins, but as I take those nutritional supplements from Andrea, and I was less tired. I was more energetic than before. And so the longer I worked at work, the longer hours that I worked at work, and I was able to handle it.
Speaking about Andrea Hagen is one of my favorite things to do because she has done so much for me over the years. She has literally brought me back from the grave through her combination of caring and professional knowledge. She has brought me so many things through the intertwining of her relationship with God and her knowledge of nutrition, Andrea has done so much for me over the years. Back in the 90s, I started using USANA, but my distributor didn't have the science knowledge that Andrea has. So it took me years again before I started using the supplements and the vitamins. And using them with Andrea changed my life. It changed my life, it invigorated me. Andrea has the heart of a lion, the heart of someone that you could never imagine. You could never imagine what Andrea can do and what she has done for people like me.
To see and hear people is really a gift that we give each other. To live, as one of my huge mentors says, Brene Brown, wholeheartedly. And that means that we all have struggles. I have struggles. But it's, where's the joy? Let's find it. Where's the fun? Let's recapture it. And we can do that by living vibrantly, by really digging in, being present to each other. And for me, from a business standpoint, that means supporting the people that are my clients, enabling them to reach their goals, their health goals, and step into their brightest, shiniest self.
I started with Andrea through a friend, and I was interested in getting supplements that would enhance my health. I think I was in pretty decent health, but that there were some things that I wanted to, I guess, have a better time with. And I think one of them was probably stress. You know, that's a big one where my daughters, I had 2 daughters that got married in a space of a year and a half, and there was a lot going on. And I think I started vitamins about that time. Andrea's very empathetic, and understanding, and I think she has a lot of experience too. Andrea has a lot of experience that she brings in her time with other clients, and anecdotally she's shared a lot of situations that she has seen improve through the use of the vitamins. So I feel I trust Andrea.
So it's your terrain that makes the difference, right? It's just like the soil, it's the body's terrain that will allow your cells to be healthy or not. And that terrain requires nutrients, but it also requires that your body's getting rid of waste. So what kind of foods are you eating? What are your choices? And that's why I love the holistic approach, and I love being able to support people with resources to help them figure out what's right for them. But within USANA and within the nutritional supplements, it's about helping your body detox as well, helping it get rid of the waste. It's building, it's every aspect of that cell's life that makes a difference, including our mitochondria are our energy power source. And our mitochondria, when they get old, you know what they do? They spew out free radicals and inflammation. And what's wonderful about the USANA science and what they've done is they've identified the process for those mitochondria to actually be renewed. Where there was 1, it gets absorbed, and 2 are created. So that cells are constantly getting what they need and getting the signals they need to be renewed. Antioxidants protect your cells. Antioxidants that you take in from outside are called endogenous. It's like vitamin C or grapeseed extract, and they're wonderful. But the most powerful antioxidants for your body and for this madness in this world that we're constantly being bombarded by toxins and radiation and stress, the antioxidants that you make, the ones that are endogenous, that you signal your body to make, are 1,000 times stronger and more effective. And that's what these supplements do. They'll actually help your body and signal it to make the antioxidants to make a difference.
She was always involved in health. Her education was in health. She was an athlete. She exercised. She was always concerned with people, how to improve, and USANA was a good combination of how to improve yourself as well as health. And a lot of people have problems, and she was always interested in good health, so it evolved, but it really was part of her. The hopes and dreams are that my family and friends are healthy, happy, and we do things together. And it's all through her. She's my social life. I'm more of a analytical person, whereas she is always out talking to people and does so much for the community. And I get involved as a result of that. I follow her. She's the leader of our house.
Just recently, they found that there's a bacteria associated with pancreatic cancer. Can you imagine that? And breast cancer. And that the microbiome plays a huge, huge role in all of that. So think of it this way. If my garden, which is really lush, doesn't have the nutrients in it, my plants don't grow. And they don't grow and sustain, a drought or sustain too much water. They're not resilient. And it's the same for you and me in our cells. If our cells aren't in an environment that is nurturing and has all the nutrients in it, then they're not going to be healthy. And that's exactly what your choices, your lifestyle choices do. Exercise, yes. Sleep, yes. Hydrate, really critical. What about the foods you eat? What about the foods that don't help your microbiome? But more importantly, what about the fact that we don't get all the nutrients we need every day for all those cells in your body to get what they need? And that's where nutritional supplement comes into it. So what's your choice for nutritional supplement? Are you going to buy something from the drugstore that's about a 1 out of 5, or are you going to buy something that's the best that you can afford, the best that will give your body, your landscape, the nutrients it needs to allow you to thrive? So what I love about the supplements that I use, they have the best possible nutrients in them. In fact, their multivitamin have, I think, over 60 different tests that the raw materials go through to make sure that they're pure, potent, and they're going to be efficient. They are absorbable, so you're actually getting them into your body. But you can look at it and say, so that's what I say, but are there third-party validations to that? And this company that I represent has more validations than anyone else that I've found. Look at our Canadian athletes, the Olympic teams. There are thousands, that's not just hundreds, that's thousands of elite athletes. Why? Because the elite athlete, their body is, how they make their living. And if their body is not going to function properly, then they're not going to survive. And if they take something that's going to be carded as being, a banned substance, they're not going to be able to continue with their sport and lose the livelihood. And this company they actually give a $1 million guarantee to athletes. The World Tennis Association, for example, this is their supplements. This is what they all use. Why? Because it's pure, it's potent, and it works.